Okay, so the big crazy idea I have, I've already told you. I think that you have skills that many of you have no idea that you have. I think that you have the type of gifts that if you found those gifts and you align them with your passion, and maybe that's Beachbody for you, and you went after them all out, that you could achieve massive amounts of success in your life, but more importantly, I think you could go out and impact people and make the world a much cooler place. How many people in here believe that? Okay, that's what I expected. I know that Beachbody coaches are sort of dreamers anyways, but I figured that it wouldn't be a high percentage. And why? Because in our society, we're taught to be negative. If I was to ask you how many people got pissed off in traffic this morning, or how many people had their husbands piss them off, hands would have shot at so fast. So fast. I mean, people would have been jumping up like, you know what I mean? And it's not normal. And I do this in my classes, and then people are like, I think. Some of you, good for you if you believe that. And if you do these things, you will get to the point where you're not only like, I will do it, nobody is going to stop me. Nobody's going to stop me. And if you don't believe it now, this is Kyle Maynard. Kyle Maynard is a quad amputee. Kyle Maynard, if you looked at him, you probably thought, oh, he probably has somebody taking care of him and, taking him to the bathroom and all these different things. Not true. You can actually search and watch him do his routine. He gets up, he does everything. He brushes his teeth, he eats his own food. That enough, I think, for him is a pretty cool accomplishment. But Kyle didn't stop there. Kyle went out and he placed top 12 in the state in wrestling his senior year. He's broken weightlifting records. He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, a mountain that people die on every single year. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. And the reason I tell you is, why not you? Why not you? Like, you're sitting in the audience going, I don't think so. Why not you? When Kyle Maynard, can we go back a slide real quick? Why not you when Kyle Maynard, this person who has perceived just challenges, goes out and is doing things so different? And I'll tell you what the difference is. Kyle Maynard up top there does not put limitations in his head. And you probably are. He does not think that he can't do things. He goes out and he flat out says, I'm doing it, and nothing's going to stop me. And you may not know what that is right now, but I promise you, if you go through these steps today, you will figure it out. Okay? And so that's what we want to do. We'll go ahead and go to the next slide. So why not you? And this is it. I want to get through this quick because I want to be able to jump into the core of this presentation. And let me tell you why. Why is it that you believe that you can't do things? And here's why. Because our society is pretty trained for average. It's trained for status quo. From the time you were young, even in your own household, you were like, I want to do this. And they're like, oh, no, be careful. And then you go to school and you tell somebody your goals and dreams and they make fun of you. And then you go back and you hide and you don't do it. And then now, even in our society, it's so common. But what I'm here to tell you is you can't allow that to happen. You want to be great at what you do, you've got to shun the status quo. You got to get to the point where you were sick of the status quo, where you were going to go out and flat out do it. The number two thing is this. It is the crazy clutter of life. You are all coaches, many of you moms and dads. You have family, you have friends. There's a lot of things going on. Let me tell you what else you have. This right here is one of the most amazing gifts, one of the most amazing inventions that's ever been put together. You use this, right? You use this. You use your laptops, you can connect with people, you can add value to people, but I gotta tell you this is also one of the worst inventions ever. Because if you don't learn to take control of this thing, and I don't always, it will take over your life. It will get to the point where you ignore your kids. It will get to the point where you're answering this thing so much that you never think about the things that you want in your life. And if you don't stop and get control of this, you have no shot. So you got to cut through the clutter. You got to get to the point where you know what you want and you step every single day. And then the final thing you got to get rid of is habits, the wrong habits. This same phone that I just had out, I teach college students, and one of the worst things about college students right now, instant gratification mentality. The same challenge you are all facing. It's hard, right? You get people on board, I want to lose 20 pounds, yeah, I want to look great, I want to have chiseled abs, sure. And then you go out and it gets hard. And people quit. Because it's hard. And they don't know any different. And your job is to educate people. Your job is to tell them that you can break that. But you've got to work at that and you've got to earn that. You've got to shift your mindset. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today. Let's go ahead and hit the next one. So here are your options, okay? You got 3 options. I'm going to tell you things that I think will change your life. I believe in them to my core. I live them every single day. I think my wife would tell you that every single day. No breaks. I was sick this week and I still got my butt up at 5 a.m. and I did it. I did my workouts. I did my hammer and chisel. I'm like hurting. Like, I'm doing the freaking, I hate that thing. Like, it's so hard. So hard. And I've got like snot in my nose. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm kidding. Usually I'm like really positive. My wife will tell you I'm like clapping, and sometimes she's like, dude, like, enough. And this time I'm over there probably like whining. But I did it. And I kept chugging, and I kept going through it. You have a choice right now. You can stay where you are, where you're comfortable. And everybody has this choice. Most people choose comfortable. You might even be performing at a really high level right now. And you have an entirely another level that you have no idea that you have. And if you're comfortable, you would never find it. The second option you have is to do this. And this is what most people do. New Year's resolutions come around. I want to do this. And they go like this. And they go like this, but they're always looking like this. Because they want to jump back the moment it gets hard. And you can't do that. Here's what I'm hoping you will do. When I give you these 6 things, is that you will go and you will jump. I know that looks scary up there. I mean, it looks scary. I don't even know if the guy's jumping on concrete or water or what it is. It looks scary. But this is what you have to do. You have to be brave enough to jump, not know what's going to happen, and go figure it out. This is what the most amazing people in the world do. They are willing to jump and figure it out. It's scary, no question. But they jump and they go. That's what your mentality has to be if you want to be able to accomplish that.